Hey yo, if you looking for those classic Saint Laz songs and mixtapes, videos, etc., make sure you go to my Gen Pop music channel on YouTube. You heard? I'm doing new and exclusive music for my regular channel only. And then all my classics, all my throwbacks, all my hard to find joints is going to be on my Gen Pop music page. You heard? So tune in. Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man, you heard? Comment gang in the building, Slim Blunt gang in the building. You feel me? I'm bombing heavy all week, nothing but heavy hitters. Now I mean 2 weeks straight of heavy hitters. That's a fact. You heard? You see, I took a little couple of days off, man, but it's always quiet before the storm. The storm is coming. And you already know, if you love what I'm doing on this channel, feel free to send a Cash App donation. You heard? Gen Pop fam is in the building. Comment gang, I need y'all to tear this to shreds. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole Bronx. Shout out to the whole NYC and beyond. We moving, baby.
For them niggas to sit there and say, yo, that never happened. He pulled out 2 razors, put them to his face, and took his chain off his neck. Killer ain't do shit. That's comical to me. That's crackerjack shit.
Hey, yo, listen, this is a double episode. After the first episode, which is the story of LG, Boys to Men episode, we gonna revisit this Bronx and Brooklyn war controversy. You heard? So I got a whole nother episode following up after this one. Make sure y'all stay tuned because it's spicy. You heard?
Alright, cool. With the LG story, you know what I'm saying? I'm missing a lot of names from LG and Ocean Avenue that I not only ran the streets with, in and out of Sparford, DFY, Rackett's Island, and even up north with, you know what I'm saying? Where we all had our bumps and bruises, whether it was losing our life in the street or getting jammed up with an asshole full of time. You know what I'm saying? But some of us made it back out here, bro. And we hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? With me, they sentenced me to 16 to 32 for accidental shooting, where I had a manslaughter conviction. You know what I'm saying? They roofed my boy Butter with 22 to life for a murder. My little man Diesel got jammed up. He sat in the feds for about 5 or 6 years on a Fed beat. Doc got jammed up with the CMB shit. They put Doc lights out with 30 years. You know what I'm saying? After Doc, what you got? Mo Dog had the 10-20, and Mano had the 5-10, the 5-15. They had the kidnapping. Casino Mike in the early 90s. He got caught up in some major gunplay in Bed-Stuy. They loaded Mike up with a whole bunch of motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? And then my boy Emel sat in prison for damn near 20 years for something he didn't even do. But they sentenced him to 25 to life. And all those names I just mentioned to you, and all that fucking time, I made it out. I served what I gave him 23. I made it out. Butter gave him 24. He made it out. Diesel out here, by the grace of God, they cracked Doc's cell and let Doc go. Doc did about 13 off that 30. You know what I'm saying? He gave that Fed time back. Doc back out here. You know what I'm saying? Casino, by the grace of God, he got clemency. He got clemency from the governor. What, in 2018, they let Casino up out the joint, and he ain't proved wrong. He ain't come out here and just take up space. You know, and then the boy Emel, he the best that ever did it. You know what I'm saying? He was in jail for some shit he ain't do. So he hit the law liable. And he got with some people. They fought for him. They got him out after 19 years. And to this day, he worked with them people. You know what I'm saying? So all of us are successes to me. So I know people get caught up in the lights, camera, and action when it comes to the LG story, but more importantly, you can't forget the message. And the message is that you can slip, you can fall, but you can get back up, and you can be great. So these little motherfuckers out there gotta understand, man, you can still be great when you make your mistakes, bro. Because we all out here trying to win. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to win. You know what I'm saying? Starting with me, you know what I'm saying? I came out here, I got my small business going with the female boutique. You know what I'm saying? I got the endeavor coming up in the future with the non-medical services for the elderly, the veterans, as well as the disabled. Then you got my boy Doc out there. Doc out there representing the Uncle Chase Foundation. It was just a non-profit organization. They out there every weekend, you know what I'm saying, trying to better the communities, giving out supplies and shit like that in different projects areas in Bed-Stuy. You know what I'm saying? Diesel, he a small business owner out in Albany, New York. He got the Be Unique woman's fashion. No, it's not even a woman's fashion store. It's an urban fashion store for adults and children. Be Unique in Albany, New York. So he popping. Then you got my boy Butter holding it down, working for the Fortune Society. We all know what they doing in New York. They helping brothers reintegrate back into society, helping brothers with everything from housing to employment, or just basically becoming civilians again, because that shit is hard to do after serving all that time. But Butter out there with his boots on the ground. Not to mention that he in the hood every day, son. Butter still in LG, keeping the grips on them little dudes out there, trying to make sure they don't go astray. So salutes to my crimey Butter. You know what I'm saying? He out there doing what he do. Then you got Mo Dog out there representing here, SOS representative. Save Our Streets in Bed-Stuy. They trying to prevent gun violence. So he doing what he got to do. And like I said, Casino, with the clemency from the governor in 2018, here we are in 2022. He's a successful business owner with the Chelsea House in New York City. You know what I'm saying? That's one restaurant they got. It's only been open a year, and they are in the process of building a second one. So shout out to Casino Mike. Letting him go was the right thing to do. He didn't come out and just take up space. You know what I'm saying? He proved them right when they let him out the can. And like I said, lastly, Email, the best that ever did it, man. He gave that time back. Them people liked him. They helped him go to school. And right now, Email is a motherfucking New York State attorney. You know what I'm saying? Email working with that law firm that got him out of prison. You know what I'm saying? He's a criminal justice attorney in New York, working for the Blanche law firm. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Email. Like I said, he the best that ever did it. Like I said, we all came up, you know what I'm saying, from boys and men. And we out here trying to make a difference. And I just wanted to point that out to them shorties that's out there listening to the LG story. Because it's not all about shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shit being the Wild Wild West. I want y'all to understand that there's a message. And the message is you can be great. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't forget Mano on that list too. We all know his story. You know what I'm saying? Here it is after his kidnapping. He 20 years in the rap game, a successful rap artist. 20 years in the game. Got a hot album out right now in 2022. And they just burnt down Summer Jam. So everybody, I'm just letting you know, we can be great after we slip and fall. You know what I'm saying? Get back up, still be great, bro. That's real talk. And you, Laz, you great, bro. You slipped, you fell, you came home, and now you being great. Everything you did from the music shit to now this shit right here, son. Quiet as kept, boy, they feeling you on YouTube, man. A lot of motherfuckers hit me up. Yo, I don't know him, so I ain't say nothing, but I respect what he do. Mike, he doing what he do. So you being great too, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's been a very long haul, man. But know what I mean, like they say, it gets greater later.
Let me tell you something, man. I got dudes saying, yo, we started that jail shit first, but we didn't know what the fuck we was doing, and we moved on to different things. Saying Laz came along, and he proved everybody wrong. He took us to school on that shit. And one thing they said that I admired the most, they said he do that shit with so much class, bro. I had a dude tell me that today, bro. He said, yo, he does that shit with so much class. Word. So I just want to give you your props on that.
Yeah, definitely.
I be talking to niggas and I make sure they know who I fucks with. And they come right. They like, yo, he does that shit with so much class. So I just want to give you your flowers, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate hearing stuff like that, man. You know, it's a world of disrespectful niggas on YouTube and niggas.
Absolutely, son.
You know how it is, man. I mean,
absolutely.
dudes, I try not to get caught up in none of that, man. Real talk. Nah,
you doing what you do. Trust me, man. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working and motherfuckers is taking notice. Straight jacket, son. I just wanted to give you your flowers on that one. But that Boys and Men, I had to get that off my chest, man. I was on everybody's phone letting them know I was going to do it. Everybody told me the name of the organizations and all that shit. So I just wanted to get that out there. And I got all the pictures to go with it. You know what I'm saying? So sometime this week you could blast off with that. I just hit Mikey Jagger, told that nigga, man, he better get on his grind. Some of my other comrades is out here doing pretty well. You know, you got Kareem Berry. Berry did about 10, 15 years or more. Berry out here, you know what I'm saying? Berry started rapping in the joint just like me, you know, so Berry out here. I think the name Rock Boy, they got a Rock Boy movement. Kareem Berry, Kareem Goods. His real name's Kareem Berry. Shout out to my boy Berry. He out here doing his rapping, and he's been pretty successful. Shadow did a lot of time. Me and Shadow walked out of Queensboro together. After all that time, I did 23 years. Shadow probably did about 24, 25, because he was inside before me. But we walked out of Queensboro together December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas. And he out there, you know what I'm saying, doing what he do with that combat fighting shit, you know what I'm saying? Shadow was one of them dudes in the joint, you know what I'm saying? They said Shadow was putting a lot of work in, which he was, and Shadow always thinking about fucking a nigga up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he out there doing what he do with that combat fighting. You know, the big OG Nuke, he part of one of them SOS joints out there in one of the boroughs, doing the same thing Mo Dog doing. So what Nuke did damn near 30 years or more probably, man. And Nuke hit the ground running. Nuke out there doing what he do with the SOS program. The homie P.I. out of Fort Greene, shout out to P.I. P.I., another one of the brothers who did some time, 10, 15 years. Came home, changed his life. He out there working in the SOS program with Mo Dog. You know what I'm saying? My boy Germ out in the Bronx. He working with the SOS program out in the Bronx. Germ did about 25 years as well. You know what I'm saying? So the message is to these young boys, man, you can slip, fall, and get back on your feet, you know what I'm saying, and do the right thing. You can strive to be great. You know what I'm saying? That's my message. Always strive to be great, and you can do it. You know what I mean? Furthermore, I gotta go out to Fort Greene, get the homies out in Fort Greene. You already heard the legend Lil Killer. We call him Conrad K right now. So you already know the 4 billion stories about him. But I'm gonna touch that later. Anyway, getting back to the boys, the men, Fort Greene boys came home. They stepped up. They was doing what they do. You had Conrad K, his little brother Rumble Votto. They was running with the GMAC organization out there trying to denounce gun violence in the projects every day, talking to the kids on the microphones, trying to give back. Then you got the homie Rel. I spoke about him. That's the homie who got caught up in the incident with the movie theater downtown, the Metropolitan. You know what I'm saying? When they closed down the movie theater for what movie was that? They did Menace to Society. But Rel did his 20, came home doing what he do. He got two endeavors that's rocking. He got the organization. He just opened up a trucking company, unstuck truck dispatching. So he giving brothers jobs when they come home. And then he got the other joint where he got with the construction, where he giving brothers job, and that organization is called Hard Work Heals. And if I'm not mistaken, Rel's CEO of that organization. So, you know, going to prison, get the master's degree paid off for him. You know what I'm saying? So brothers is out there doing what they do. Then you got the homie P.I. in Fort Greene. That's the big homie. He worked with Mo Dog at the SOS project. You know what I'm saying? So the Fort Greene brothers is definitely doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Fort Greene boys. Those are my boys. Rest in peace, Fly Tie. That's the little homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take you back to Fort Building with little Fly Tie. But this is like late 92. I got all the little homies down there from Fort Greene. Fly Tie, Rob, Saquon. So we down there doing what we do. So one day I hit the hallways. I take Rob and Fly Tie with me. Now they oblivious to what I'm doing in the hallways. So we rolling. We get to the motherfucking medication window. And the medication window in the Ford building, that corridor is the visiting room corridor. So when you going to the visit and coming off the visit, you gotta walk down this corridor. So I got Fly Tie, rest in peace. I got the little homie with me. I got Rob with me. I don't put these niggas on point. I'm looking for some shine. 2 adult niggas come off the visit. Nigga mailbox out of Mars. Him and another nigga, they come off the visit. They got the shine on, they ain't paying us no mind. I rolls on the nigga. I yaps the nigga mailbox, backs the nigga, back the nigga down, send the nigga on his way. Fly Tie and Rob standing there with their mouth wide open in disbelief, like, yo, this nigga ain't say nothing, he just wild for this nigga. So the nigga mailbox like, yo, that ain't my chain, yo, burn the roller, get the fuck up out of here. So we get back to the nines. These niggas is, yo, this nigga Fruit crazy. So I tell a nigga Germ, yo, I just bagged this nigga. So Germ like, yo, that shit look good. We could get something to smoke for that. But that's what it was about. And you ain't had no business being no motherfucking jury. We was coming for that and we was gonna smoke that. Straight jacket. So then I got the shine on that night at Mall 9. The very next morning I go to court. This is where this shit get funny. I go to court the next day. While I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in the Brooklyn Supreme Court in the adolescent pen. Crimey from my hood is an adult pen. So me and this nigga talking from pen to pen. Police let the nigga out. He come to the pen. This nigga got the
big hurt on his neck, son. So I'm like, this my homie. I can't take the nigga jury. So I got to talk this nigga out of this shit. So I'm like, yo, son, let me get that. He like, nah. I'm like, yo, son, come on. That's some bullshit. Let me hold on to that, man. You know, like I'm facing all this motherfucking time. I talks the nigga out the chain. I switch pieces. So now I comes back to the folk, though. These niggas in the uproar. Yo, today was barbershop day. We went to the barbershop. The dope niggas is looking for you. Fuck you mean them niggas looking for me? They like, yo, son, the niggas in the barbershop backing niggas down with scissors, all types of shit, talking about where that nigga fruit at. Fuck them niggas. Them niggas don't wear no jewelry in this building. And that pretty much was the end of that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit got smoked. No, it didn't get smoked because I traded off with my man and I was running around with some other shit on my neck. So fuck them adult niggas. Them niggas was wearing no jewelry in that building when we was doing what we was doing. Shout out to my man Jerm, because Jerm was definitely ready to rock with me with them adult niggas. Shout out to Fly Tie, rest in peace. That was a little homie. You know what I'm saying? When Fly Tie passed, I remember vividly. I was in Attica watching that shit on the news in my shell. Attica spent a little change and got the Channel 11 news, so that's New York City. And I'm watching this shit, police shooting in Fort Greene and Quinones. And I'm like, yo, that's Fly Tie. Fucking police killed the homie, man. Rest in peace, Fly Tie. That's the homie. Killer ain't gotta say nothing. What is he? What do we gotta say? The whole jail knew that. Like, that's not made up. That's not like one-sided. I'm saying he won and he's saying he lost. No, everybody know what happened. Them niggas is so in their feelings because it was John Rambo, their Jesus, that they had a motherfucker sit down and actually make up a story. This nigga said, Killer and Rambo, you know, it was some bickering going on, and when Rambo stepped to Killer on the visit, Killer said some slick shit. He pulled out 2 razors, put 2 razors to Killer's face, and took Killer's chain. Nigga, if you don't get that Cracker Jack shit out of here, man, them niggas is wildin', son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, alright, I got a problem with some American history myself, but y'all ain't gonna shit on that Brooklyn history, bro. Killer beat that nigga ass all over that visiting room. That nigga ain't put no razors to that boy's face to take that man's chain. Fuck y'all niggas trying to disrespect that nigga gangster like that for. Because it's Rambo, it's alright to lie. Fuck out of here.
I mean, you know, what they saying, what they say again, in defense of motherfuckers, I will say, I don't think a nigga motherfucking deliberately trying to get no false stories. I think some niggas just got the story fucked up, my nigga. You know, some of this shit is damn near, it's 30 years old,
that.
You feel me?
Not that, son. That was part of the Brooklyn Bronx legacy. He snatched that man's chain off his neck, and that man whipped his ass all over that visiting room, son.
Yeah, cause I ain't hear the story with the kid, but I ain't hear all of it. But you know, sometimes, my nigga, on some G shit, sometimes a nigga could get 2 incidents confused.
My man.
You feel me though? Like you be like, damn, nah, man. You know it happens to the best of us though.
Laz, I understand you. And I agree with you. But not in this situation, my brother. That shit was like monumental, son, because they was 2 little niggas who had the building jumping. The police instigated that shit. The niggas ran into each other. And Rambo, not knowing who the fuck Killer was, he snatched Killer chain and Killer beat that nigga ass all over the visiting room, son. The whole building knew that. Like, that shit was monumental. For them niggas to sit there and say, yo, that never happened. He pulled out 2 razors, put them to his face, and took his chain over his neck. Killer ain't do shit. That's comical to me. That's Cracker Jack shit. That's like, damn, son, y'all reached that far? I'd have respected more if they would have said, yo, yeah, Rambo yapped the nigga, and they had a fight, but Killer ain't win. I'd have respected that. You understand what I'm saying to you? They ain't even say that. They ain't even say that. They ain't even say that. They saying that never happened. There wasn't no fight. He spit out 2 razors. Real movie shit. That's my problem, Laz. That's my problem. I can't let that fly on me.
So you said it's some more elements of that Bronx and Brooklyn war that you forgot to mention before?
It's not that I forgot to mention them. It's just that I didn't go in full details. You know what I'm saying? Like recently, I put up a flick of the homie Don V and the homie Dubo. Shout out N.A. Rock. And when I did that, everybody was on me. Like, yo, Don V got cut in that Brooklyn Bronx shit. Like, that was an amazing incident. Like, why you ain't mention that? And what happened was, when the nigga scanned from the Bronx, he touched rest in peace, over N.A. Rock. He touched Don V felt some way about it. Don V came out the bang or some shit. He went to Mod 9 on the Bronx side. Either he took the phones or he tried to take the phones. No motherfucker Don V, he took the phones. And one thing led to another. Niggas wet Don V behind the gate coming from Chow. Cut him real bad. Don V turned up, put the pain on them niggas right then and there on the spot. Because Don V wasn't no motherfucking adolescent. Don V was a grown ass man playing adolescent. So he let them niggas know what that grown man pain was like when them niggas cut him.
Like how old at the time you think son was?
Shit, man, this is 90. I wasn't even in the building when all that shit went down. I'm 16. Don V may be in his early 20s. He older than 21. He in his early 20s playing adolescent or whatever. And them niggas fucked around and cut that man, and he showed them niggas what some grown man things was about. You know what I'm saying? But nigga named Shawan cut him real bad. You know what I mean? So I come through 9-1 years later.
And that kid was from the Bronx, Shawan?
Shawan from the Bronx. Yeah. You heard Hook Off mention the nigga. Anyway, he was one of the dudes that was in Comstock when I got there, who I had a beef with. And the reason why is because he's the nigga I blew on a visit over that Bronx shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, you know, one thing led to another. I come through 9-1, that Brooklyn Bronx shit still shaking. Now, this is my word, son. Now, them niggas, it is what it is. I got problems with American history myself, but you can't erase history. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? When we went on that motherfucking visit that day, I fired 2 shots, son. I got that shit rocking. I blew that nigga K9 because he cut Hook Off, and then him and Hook Off and Mano jumped on the nigga. And I blew that nigga Shawan because he blew VJ, son. I blew his ass up for that shit. So I revenged all that Brooklyn Bronx shit. Niggas can say what the fuck they want to say and feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Niggas put me in the mix. I let it go. Straight jacket. It wasn't personal. You know what I'm saying? Straight jacket. Niggas put me in the mix, put my motherfucker back in school, and I let it go. Like the nigga K9, he gonna say some slick shit on the visit that day. Cause me and this nigga came through Mall 6 together. Like we knew Jacks. We on the island together. He went his way, I went mine. So that day on the visit, we in the building now 4 months later, he done cut Hook off, he running wild with that Brooklyn Bronx shit. So we on the visit, he tells me some corny shit. Yo, shit hit the fan, I ain't gonna swing my burn at you, you don't swing your burn at me. Yeah, he was the first nigga I blew. Real talk, he's the first nigga I blew, straight jacket. And me knowing Shawan blew Don V, I had to blow that nigga, son. I had to blow that nigga. Him and the nigga Tojo was shaking out burner for burner. I ran over there, jumped in the middle of that shit, and I blew flames out that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Fruit, loyal to a foe. Niggas can feel how they want to feel. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is trying to bring up that Brooklyn Bronx shit again, making up stories and shit. Like I heard some made up shit about Killer. You know what I'm saying? That shit was totally made up because the whole foe building know. John Rambo snatched that man chain and Killer beat that nigga all over that visit. That's it, period. That's it. So all that shit about he spit out 2 razors and took Killer chain off his neck, that's some crackerjack shit. That's some made up shit. And I guess them Bronx niggas is trying to save face, son. But it ain't go down like that, son. It ain't go down like that. Everybody know what the fuck happened. And it's sad that the niggas will have to try to finger fuck history to try to make themselves look good when in reality you're making a nigga look bad when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Nigga took the L. Keep it moving. Mike Tyson took his L's. Keep it moving, nigga. I ain't gotta be making up no stories.
But yeah, bro, you know, like I was saying, man, you know, a lot of these stories, I know niggas, certain stories niggas gotta get that correct history with, but this shit, a lot of these shits is pushing 30 years old, over 30 years old. You feel what I'm saying? So
my nigga, certain shit you don't forget, and certain shit niggas don't want you to remember. You understand what I'm saying?
And they will do shit like that. Like that incident right there, them Bronx niggas don't want us to remember that. John Rambo was fucking Jesus to them. Killer washed that nigga up, son. That was the end of his reign right there, son. And we buried them niggas after that. It is what it is, son. When I watched that shit, I hit that me and the Hell Famous was on the phone. Yo, what's up?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. John Rambo hit me up and said, them niggas got it on, but he ain't get the shit beat out of him. That's what he said.
And I respect that.
And Shadow said, son said it was a one-sided fight. A few people said it was a one-sided fight. John Rambo said it wasn't just a one-sided fight. And then Hookoff said it was one of the most legendary fights in Rikers Island history.
But check this out. You got a nigga sitting there with El Famous saying it never happened.
Yeah, now that I don't understand. And like I said,
that's my point.
Now, all right, so now let me say, like I said, I didn't hear the whole thing, the whole story yet. But what I'm saying is sometimes, and I know we ain't talking about this particular time maybe, but sometimes a nigga may get two completely different incidents mixed up sometimes. Like, cause I've done it. Like the other day I told a story and I said, hold on. I said, nah, that's not why I wasn't smoking weed. I wasn't smoking weed because I had a certain PO that wasn't trying to hear it at the time. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, certain details could get a little twisted, but in major historic moments, we got to get the precise story when it's a historic moment. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what we doing right here. We investigating the story. But a lot of niggas was there. Some people, I don't know who exactly was there.
Listen, Shadow told me who was standing right there on the visit with him. I got it in the text. I know who exactly was there. But that shit is legendary, son. All right, even if the niggas like, even Rambo said, yo, son, we got it on. I respect that.
Yo, not even want no bullshit. Not even want no bullshit. But you know, John Rambo is originally from Brownsville. You feel what I'm saying? Son is from Tilden originally. He moved to the Bronx.
He said, yo, we got it on. I can respect that. But you got a cheerleader nigga saying, nah, that ain't happened. John Rambo spit out 2 razors and put one on each side of Killer face and told that nigga he better not act like he want no problems, and he took Killer chain off his neck.
Yeah, for those that's listening, that story is on the El Famous channel. If you want to hear what we talking about, it's on the El Famous channel. Go check that.
That shit did not happen. Like, that's crazy, son. The nigga, he just made that shit up. And as a journalist, you ain't supposed to let shit like that flap. That's my point, son. Yeah, I got problems with a lot of American history myself, but that's Brooklyn history right there, man. And y'all ain't taking that from us, bro. I ain't letting that loose like that. Not on my watch. Not on my watch, bro. Not on my watch. Right now, Laz, the hottest thing on YouTube. We Batman and Robin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Bringing Mikey, bringing Ghost, like whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right now, not on my watch, bro. Not on my watch. El Famous, he dropped the ball on that one. He dropped the ball on that one. No disrespect to John Rambo, that's the only, like you said, he was from BK. He even admitted, them niggas shook out, son. To have another nigga sit there and say that never happened and Rambo did all this.
In that story, because I didn't watch the whole thing, I only seen a clip, but in that story, did he say the fight never happened?
Yeah. Go back in there, yo. This how you knew. This how I knew they was on some bullshit. They addressed it as soon as the video started. Like, yo, what up? Y'all got the homie here. Oh, before we even get started, we want to address that shit Shadow said. Like, as soon as they started their video, I was like, what the fuck they addressing Shadow said? Yo, that shit Shadow said about John Rambo and Killer. I was like, wow. These niggas is bugging. That was the first thing came out their mouth, son. So you can't miss it. As soon as you turn the video on, you're going to hear him say it.
We got like yo, I might want to drop all of this as one episode, bro. How you feel about that?
Yo, Laz, the niggas got on my nerves. I don't even give a fuck.